Yeah.
Very, very good. Now, Nick?
As they say in Europe, nul point.
Nothing. No orders from La Redoute at all?
No.
No. This is not just a loss, this is an annihilation. I'm going to need to get to the bottom of who's responsible. OK, Venture. A record for this boardroom, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very good indeed. So I'm going to send you off for a treat, because one of my favourite pastimes is flying aeroplanes. So I've laid on some flying lessons for you, OK? So I hope you don't mind heights. Off you go, and I'll see you on the next task.
Thank you, sugar. Oh my God, look at this! amazing.
The objective is to handle the controls, and at the end of the flight, you'll be landing the aeroplane.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Climb aboard.
Clear from! Oh my God! Wow! This is amazing!
You're flying, you're in control, it's just brilliant. And I worked out with my big deal this week I could have afforded to buy Lord Sugar 2 of these planes.
Oh my God!
Basically, we lost by 214,000, I believe, solely for the booster rucksacks. I felt that I wanted to go for the rucksack, and I was conscious if I'd forced a product on the three of you, that you would have been like, well, I can't really bother to sell this.
I know Tom's going to bring on the whole thing about, oh, I said the car seats were a fantastic idea. Well, Tom, my job was to give you market research, and I gave you market research. And you, as project manager, made the ultimate decision. Now you've made the wrong one. Do not come here and place blame on me.
I'm obviously feeling vulnerable. 0 sales in the book doesn't look good. However, Lord Sugar has said before, he's not looking for a salesperson. He's looking for a business partner. And so, whilst I'm on paper looking bad, I'm feeling pretty confident.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
OK, well, who wants to start off by telling me why they think this thing fouled?
Lord Sugar, if I may, we got annihilated by 200,000 euros, but fundamentally we lost because of one order, a very, very big order for the rucksack backpacks.
That's not true at all, because even on the independent sales,
we lost on that.
they beat you.
Yes.
So what point you're making?
I was the only one who saw that the booster rucksack would be an incredibly powerful seller.
You were the team leader. You didn't put your foot down and take it.
Indeed.
You know, sometimes your instinct, your gut feeling, you know, you should go with it.
Yes, I should have gone for the rucksack. Yes, I should have gone against everybody else. And,
so this is the failure of this task?
However, one of the major reasons I went for that was a lack of information about the major pitch that we were going to see, because we didn't know enough about the major retailer to be able to choose and select the products.
So you asked somebody, you asked them to research who they are and what they do?
Yes. I'd expected that people who have reached this level would therefore follow that advice and do it.
Well, we did follow your advice.
But also...
You didn't strongly ask that at all.
I did very strongly.
At 12:50, Tom called you and said, I want you to research La Redoute. It was a very specific request.
That was my question.
Yeah.
In terms of, I can speak personally what I contributed on that day, in terms of what he asked me to do.
So, hold it there, hold it there. Did you research La Redoute or not? That is my question.
Other than the information that we were
No.
given,
Okay.
you specifically asked me to do market research, ask people in the venue that we were at, well, not just myself, I mean chip in, Leon, if you will, but between those two products.
Chip in, if you will.
I will, I'd like to.
And, you know, I spoke to them in French, I completely understood what they were saying, I relayed that to Leon, and ultimately the project manager makes the decision.
Okay.
Okay. Leon,
It's more of
Leon, you're sitting here quietly and letting her do all the talking.
Okay.
You're making it easy for me because, you know, there's the door and that's where you could be out very, very quickly. So you better speak up now.
Okay, thank you, Lord Sugar. Melody was sort of doing all the talking there because she quite literally was doing all the talking in France. She was speaking French, of which I cannot speak. I illustrated sort of a graphic, if you like. I drew a picture of a teapot with a light. I drew a picture of a child with a rucksack sitting down on it in a car. That's kind of my contribution, if you like.
But you could have gone to Montmartre if you wanted to do art.
No.
You know, on the pavement.
We weren't...
If I may.
Hold on, Tom, because this is a momentous moment, because Leon is talking. So shut up for a minute.
I mean, it was quite difficult, you know, because I heard Melody speaking in French the entire time, because I can't speak French, but then...
No, I've heard that.
Okay, right,
I've got that.
So ultimately,
but the point
I
I
was
also
doing...
come back to you and say that the majority of these people that you went to saw spoke English.
Yes, and that's something I missed, you know, straight away.
You missed that.
I did.
So, listen, Tom, the product you chose was a teapot with a light in.
Yeah.
And this massive retailer has a very, very big portfolio of products, including lighting, I might add. There was discussions about quantity, and I think you mentioned that they could buy as little as 10.
Correct.
10? These people buy thousands of things, yeah?
I was actually surprised when Tom decided to take himself and Natasha to the pitch, because Leon and I, if I'm not mistaken, have a better sales record than Tom and Natasha. We were able to sell about 150 teapot lights on the appointments that we made, and that was in small boutiques.
Melody, you wanted to pitch at all those shops where you'd made the appointment. So it was a little bit of a greedy one, wasn't it?
Sure, I do understand what you're saying, and yes, I did think, well, I've actually worked really hard to get these appointments. However, I gave one of them...
How many did you dish out to other people?
I gave...
One.
It was one.
No.
You gave us one, and in the end, Natasha sold over €1,000 to them.
Do you not understand that it's a team effort?
Absolutely.
I mean, Jim made the appointments for Venture, but he made appointments for everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. I did understand it's a team effort, which is why I let Leon in on the sales and
You let him?
I know, it does feel
As in,
like...
he asked of me, and I said yes.
OK, Tom, who are you bringing back in this boardroom with you?
Leon, because I don't think he's made a massive contribution in this task, and I'm going to bring back Melody as well, because I don't think she was asking the right kind of questions out in France, so I'm bringing those
You
two
should have
back.
given me that direction. I sold €8,000 on the day. How much did you sell, Tom?
That is irrelevant. The most
It is relevant.
The most important
relevant.
thing.
That's your decision, is it?
Awful.
OK,
Yes, Lord.
yeah. I tell you what, you are very lucky, young lady. You are very lucky, young lady, because what I've seen
made
here...
one sale,
and
went
what
to a
I've
pitch
heard
and
from...
sold nothing.
Yeah, OK. This is what the man said. You go back to the house. You three step outside and I'll call you back in shortly.
The thing about Tom is people actually like him, you know.
I like him. He's
But
a nice
Melody, she pushes too far.
Yeah, I can see that about Melody. I can see it about her.
She brought home the bacon, so don't let's pretend that she was a failure. She wasn't.
Yeah.
I have to say, though, other than drawing a picture of a teapot, what on earth did Leon do?
I think he's a bit dazzled by Melody on this particular task. I think it's about time that both Leon and Tom actually stood up for themselves and started being a bit more manly, if I can put it that way.
Well, I'll get them back in and I'll decide on which one of them is going to be leaving.
No.
Could you send the three of them in, please?
Lord Sugar will see you now.
We've established that the rucksack that converts into a car seat was the winning product here. And that you, Melody, I think, said, no, we shouldn't go from that, from the market research.
Yes, from the market research, it was